अच्छा मेरे नाम
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ सादिया शेख, आपकी होस्ट पाकिस्तान कोचिंग अलायंस की जानिब से और मेरे साथ हैं को होस्ट अली इमरान बेग जो कि वन ऑफ द फाउंडिंग मेंबर है पाकिस्तान कोचिंग अलायंस के एंड प्रोफेशनल सर्टिफाइड कोच आईसीएफ से। अस्सलाम वालेकुम अली, कैसे हैं आप?
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम। आप कैसी हैं?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। और आज के हमारे गेस्ट स्पीकर हैं जो कि खुर्रम भट्टी, जिनका जो है बिजनेस एजाइल कोच एंड ट्रेनर with over 20 years of experience in this field. He basically changed companies from doing agile to being agile. So yeah, so let's dive into deep into the realities of transformation today. Welcome Karan, कैसे हैं आप?
thank you very much for having me here, Sadia and Ali. It's great to be here. I'm doing well. Yeah.
So Karan, can you please tell us about yourself and your coaching journey? What led you here?
What led me here? It looks like Sadia and Ali invited me to be here to share some experiences. So briefly mentioning, I have a background in software development. Like really, I have worked on Linux and C. I mean, very hardcore stuff into voice over IP. But over the time, my interest developed more into how the team works, how the organizations work. And then I'm really happy. I'm really glad that I had those opportunities where I got to work with great people. I deep dive into professional coaching, facilitation, training. I had the opportunity to work with SME startups and other companies in different domains. And one of the key things that I really liked about being a coach is helping and enabling other people. So that's very brief about what brings me here, and we can peel off different aspects of this journey in the rest of the time. We are missing the rule of online. You are muted,
Your
Sadia. If
voice,
you want to say
What
something,
voice is
inspired
missing.
you? Sorry, what inspired you?
can you
Ins-
repeat the question?
Okay.
what inspired you basically? So like you just dig into this career or hota hi raha, matlab you just jump into this career. What inspired you basically?
So what really inspired me, as I mentioned, like my background has been in development, so I care very less about how the people are collaborating. I care less about how the overall processes are happening. But my primary shift happened when I came to Sweden, when I worked with a company, like Ericsson. We were collaborating with other teams. And there, the process we were following was based on agility and Scrum. And then it grew my interest into, okay, I need to shift my focus from developing software to how the people work. And then it was one of the workshop there, by chance actually there was a coach, and she asked me, Bodil Bjornberg, I still remember her name. She said to me, hey, would you like to join this lab? We do some kind of innovation lab. And then I started joining it, and I realized that to be successful as a team and a company, we need to look into how people work together. So if we are not understanding how the people work together, we cannot build teams, we cannot build companies, we cannot build great products. And that's where I felt like when the people are happy, they are engaged, the real change starts with the people. So that was the inspiration I started getting back in 2011-12. But I would like to mention one thing. When I was working with a company in Islamabad, Concept Limited, Iphonica, you might remember those phone calls company that used to make
Yeah.
this phone booth. We had our CTO from USA, and he came and he shared books on extreme programming, and he said that, oh, a lot of work is happening in that domain. I did go through those books, but I felt like I did not have the opportunity to apply those concepts. I mean, on ground, and that was very beginning of Agile Manifesto. It was 2001, and then I had like a very introduction. Long answer, but just to summarize it, is I believe the real change starts with the people. And when I realized that, I felt like this is the direction for me. And it's been more than 12 years that I have been going into this direction and uncovering a number of things for myself and for other people.
Nice.
Right.
So खुरम साहब, इट्स एन इंस्पिरेशनल जर्नी, बहुत खूबसूरत जर्नी है जिसको आपने, मतलब मैं कहूँगा, आपने दरिया को कूजे में बंद किया है, इतना फास्ट फॉरवर्ड तरीके से अपनी खूबसूरत सी जर्नी को बता के हमें. सो यू हैड बीन इन सॉफ्टवेयर और अब आप आए पीपल्स साइड पे, वेयर यू थिंक दैट द टीम्स thrive and make companies what they are. So can you tell us how has your background shaped the way you coach today?
Yes, so I can say that I think uh, those experiences helped me understand, and they brought certain challenges that I faced to understand how people work. I have been coaching people from legal, finance, HR, data scientists, data platform managers. But one of the key things that I think at the end of the day, in whatever domain you are, you're still human being. So we cannot avoid that aspect that, unless until AI has taken over. But if you're working with the factory people, if you're working with the construction workers, if you're working with the people in the bakery, the aspect is like how we can bring people together, define a process that can help them, that can engage them, that can keep them motivated. So that's one of the key realization for me that has helped me to focus on the people. Everyone works at a different pace. Everyone thinks in a different way. People have different experiences. They are exposed to different cultures. And the key thing is like how myself as a coach, I can bring these people together and help them work together. So that is the lens I have whenever someone invites me. Hey, we have certain challenges in our team and we need some help. So let's see what we can do.
Fantastic,
That's it.
fantastic. So
Wow.
every
Yeah.
one of us has some person who influenced your journey or who mentors or who is your guide towards this coaching journey. So would you like to highlight who had been your biggest influence in this coaching path?
I think I feel like, let's put it this way, there have been awful people who created a lot of challenges for me, created a lot of problems for me. But the thing is, like, I learned from those experiences. Let's realize that you will get to meet people who are good and who are bad. They might be in that circumstance or situation that doesn't align with you, so you can say that, oh, I did not get help. But we can learn from those experiences, and there have been amazing people who helped me achieving the things that I want to do. I think if I start naming people, it might take the rest of the hour. But my one of the earliest realization is like, has it ever happened with you that someone else recognized your potential? I mean, even you don't know, but someone comes to you and say, hey, you are good in it, so you should start. Has it ever happened with you, Sadia and Ali?
Yeah,
Not really. Yeah.
for
Once
me,
I guess.
for
Yeah.
me.
Once someone said to me. Yeah.
Okay,
Who
so
was
I
for
hope.
you?
So I mean, for me, it was so how it started. Why I want to name that particular person is that I was sitting at Ericsson. We used to have lunch around 11:30 and 12, and I was just having my lunch regularly. And there's this lady comes and she says, "Hey, Khurram, you are Khurram, right?" I said, "Yes." I realized I hope I'm not in trouble. And she said to me, "There is a meeting happening right after lunch. You should join it." And I say, "Okay, where is that meeting happening? I have no idea. I'm just chit chatting with my colleagues and having this lunch." But I said, "Like, okay, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't have any urgent meeting after the lunch, but I can just do it." And I asked her, "Where is that meeting?" I just note down the buildings because Ericsson had a lot of buildings and rooms. So after the lunch, I went there and I just sat down. And so the initial ceremony started happening. Welcome everyone to Toastmasters. And today we'll be doing this. And I thought, I don't know what this is. So let's spend some time. And I got to know that, oh, this is more of a public speaking thing. And I got a lot of interest into it. And then I also became a VP of education. I contested at division level, I contested at district level. So the point was that there was someone who recognized that I had made some posts or sent some emails regarding to the topic, but she recognized that, hey, this could be a relevant thing. And for me, that was a kind of a start of all my training, facilitation, and a coaching journey. So, I mean, I went on there. I really enjoyed those experiences, and that paved actually ways for me to start thinking on facilitation and coaching. But then there was another experience, which was it was a course from Swedish Defense University. You go for offsite for a week, and I had like a very strong realization that this is the change management and the leadership and the facilitation and the coaching. This is my direction. So some people and some experiences. I feel like if you are really if you yourself want to do something, the opportunities will come to you. But if you yourself don't want to do things, the luck favors the prepared minds.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, then I met the people. I mean, I just need to recall my name on the go. Zia, who's in US in UK, he has been helping me in CST, my in certified Scrum trainer journey. Then Evelyn, Giuseppe, and Tobias from US, and a number of people who, when I joined their sessions, they really actually prepare you to the extent that. So you remember you're familiar with Toastmasters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very similar to the table topics. You have 30 seconds to think about this topic. And I think those experiences help me that you have only 5 minutes to prepare for 20 minutes of simulation. There are five expert people sitting in a session, and they are grading you for each and everything. Yeah. So those are like some of my key inspirations that led me to do this. Yeah.
Glad to know about it. So, what has been the biggest challenge so far in your coaching journey?
Biggest challenge in what
In your
way?
coaching, in the journey of coaching, or in training, maybe in any challenge you have faced throughout. You thought, okay, yeah, this is challenging.
Hmm. I think they are. Let me think about it. So here, when you're working as a coach at individual level, at the team level, and organization level, there are challenges at different aspects. So when we are working with people, of course there will be challenges.
Yeah,
So
for
I
sure.
think, yeah. So for me, I think the not challenge, but one of the biggest learning is that you need to have a lot of patience. Patience is the key when you are helping other to transform. If you're doing one-on-one coaching, You need to have a patience for the person to come to its own realization. When we're doing team coaching, I have been doing team coaching, I have to have patience that there will be people. I need to take them through this exercise. I need to take them through discussion. And by the end of that discussion or activity or exercise, hopefully they will be have more realization. And when we are looking at the bigger picture at the system level, systematic coaching, there are like many other things happening. So you really cannot pace things up, but you need to have your patience and you need to have your commitment to get the things done. Not so many people, they just want things happen. But I have learned that as a coach or as a coach trainer, patience is one of the things that I help people understand. The things will take time. Yeah.
So I'm curious to know, you were patient person overall या coaching ने सिखा दिया?
Sorry, what was it?
I'm curious to know कि आप पहले से ही patient थे, मतलब you are very very patient, मतलब होता है ना, but जहाँ coaching made you that person.
Yeah, I think it depends. If you ask my family how they think I am patient, I think patience has like different aspects when it kids. But I think mm, it might be some element there. But when this education and bringing more awareness, you get to see, okay, this is important to have.
So what do
So
you think? What is the, yeah,
yeah,
please finish it.
go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So what do you think? What is the biggest conception, the misconception basically about coaching today?
So, biggest misconception about the coaching,
Yeah.
I think it depends on which area you're talking, which people are you talking with. Some people already know what is coaching. Some people they mix coaching with some other one. So when we talk about professional coaching, that has its own definition. When we talk about sport coaching, that has its own definition. When we talk about agile coaching, that has its own definition, and we talk about enterprise coaching, that has its own definition. So, so one of the biggest misconception whenever I'm doing these sessions is they are expecting that the coach will help them for a solution. That when if I bring my challenge, the coach will help them solution. So that's where I explained to them very briefly. The coaching is more for you to explore your own reality, and the mentoring or like coaching mentoring is more about, hey, I mean, I will definitely help you with exploring, but I might give you some guidance or some tips here and there. Some people actually I have been very I mean brave, that they say that, oh, I don't want the solution even though I need a solution right now, but I still want to go for the coaching. And when I asked them how was this experience, they said that, oh, this kicked in my own thinking process. And I think that is a very important thing, that when we start kicking, when helping jumpstart other people's thinking processes, which is
Yeah,
not very
it's
common.
wonderful. That's wonderful when people enjoying the processes, no, instead of results.
Yeah, so here is another thing that you earlier asked me, Sadi, about this challenge. Some people, like they. I mean, I don't know if I should really say that, or I would say that my observation has been people just want to jump directly into the solution.
Yeah.
Because they just want to get rid of that problem. But the problem comes for short term, it might be useful, but for the long term, they will keep coming back for you to give them solution. So rather than you coaching them for development, you become a bottleneck, that they are not enabled and they are more dependent on you. Yeah.
That's a very, very powerful learning that we all need to take us with us, that the person should not be dependent on you, rather be so independent so that they can surmount whatever comes in their way at their own.
Yes.
So yeah, so this makes me curious. Like, you have worked with the multinational companies all around the world, and you have been coaching them for the success. And
Mhm.
on the other hand, in Pakistan, the coaching is in very nuanced stages, where we are still creating more awareness about what coaching is, what kind of results it can give you. So, from
Yes.
your vantage point, what do you think? What is the future of coaching in Pakistan?
So the future of coaching in Pakistan, I have been reflecting on that aspect. If we, I think it also a cultural thing. Whenever we want to talk about the education aspect, bringing awareness aspect, so you might realize that, or I hope the things have been changed. We really appreciate those people who give us right answers,
Mhm.
right? So they know everything. But I think the future of coaching is we need to help people understand how it can enable them, how it can trigger their own thought provoking process, how it can enable them to come up with their own solutions, how it can enable them to look around the reality around them and see what are the problems and what are the challenges. I mean, the I would say the coaching as a skill is very powerful for let it be for managers, for the leaders. I do see a bright future of coaching in Pakistan, but we need to help people shift their mind from asking solutions all the time to, hey, I perhaps we as a coach also need to help them. Okay, this time I can give you a solution. Next time we can do more of stuff. And I see that doing this Pakistan Coaching Alliance, this kind of initiatives and this conversation that we're having right now might help people to realize that aspect. Now,
Okay.
interestingly, I have recently I got to connect with a Pakistani who used to live in Pakistan and then migrated to Germany and recently became an ICF ACC. And I was just curious to ask about his journey because I'm also preparing for that credential. And he said to me, "Oh, Khurram, you were the one who introduced coaching to me back in 2020." And I said, "Okay, I don't even remember that." And so I'm involved in spreading agile and coaching and facilitation awareness in Pakistan since 2017. So he joined one of our course where it was about the coaching and facilitation. I was perhaps co-training or supporting that course, so I acted as a coach for that person. And he shared that at time he felt so awkward. He didn't like the experience, but later on, when he explored it more and more, came to Germany, and then it inspired him to take more coaching education, and now he became an ICF ACC. So you never know. There could be one person who get inspiration from you and then become a coach. Now, to bottom line the question, the future of coaching, I think there is a lot very there is a very need of coaching in Pakistan because that will help people shift to more thinking mindset. And in order to have more innovation, more innovative services, we need to have people, we need to have the teams who are thinking teams. Now, one more example I can share with you if I compare. So, when I'm doing courses in Pakistan, or I have done some courses in India and other regions as well, there is a more expectations on me that I give them the solutions. But when I'm doing the same courses in Europe and US side, they want me to put them into more discussion so they can come up with it. So it's also kind of a journey for cultures, a journey for the societies that what do you admire more? Your own solutions or solutions from given from someone else? I hope it answers your question. I realize it became very long.
Right. It does. It actually gives us the live examples and connects us with the purpose of the coaching as well, for us to move forward with this work. So, Khurram, we can go on and on with our talk because it's so absorbing to have this discussion with you. But having the time constraint with us,
Yeah.
any final words, experience, or anything that you would like to share with the
I want to
audience?
I want to know what's your personal mantra or philosophy as a coach or trainer. I really want to ask this question. So yeah, that's the last question.
So, what do you mean by mantra? Like, what exactly are you looking for?
Something like one line that defines you want to maybe defines you or what you want to do as a coach or trainer. It's like mantra hota hai na. It's like more like tagline. So yeah.
So my tagline is more about helping teams, leaders, and organizations navigate change. So change is happening all the time. If we have a new person joining, the team changes. If we are working on a new product, the change is there. If you want to improve process, change is there. So for me, like working closer with the individuals, working closer with the teams, and looking at the systemic aspect of any team or organization, I can help them like taking from A to B. For some, it could be very short journey. For some, it could take like some time, and that's where we need patience. And I feel like I need to be very mindful about the change curve. Like you might have heard about change curve as well. So my mantra is like teams, leaders, organizations navigate change. Yeah, that's in a way mission of my company as well. Yeah,
Thank you so much, Karan, for joining us or for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ali Imran Beg, for joining with
Thank
me.
you.
So that's it. Bye, guys. Allah
thank
Hafiz.
you very much for having me here. Thank you, Ali, Sadia, and thank you, Ali.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
and
you.
I mean, if someone wants to reach out to me for more
Yeah.
specific questions or like want to know more about it, just reach out to me, and I'm happy to help. Yeah,
Great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
thank you very much.